we're not experts on any political issue. We don't know much about the environment or labor rights or women's rights, but we do know that our technology can support the actions of those who are already experts. So we don't run our own campaigns. We focus instead on developing a really strong expertise in those technology tools that can support these other organizations. Organizations who already have an existing community, who have a long reputation of working on these issues, who have a lot of expertise. And so this better distributes the work instead of having to reinvent the wheel and build your own new community and movement. Open North is a member of a network of organizations around the world working to help groups and individuals have a greater impact over decision making, and these examples will all be in support of that. So besides programming a script to collect that information through websites, we also often work with groups, especially around elections, to collect the information about the candidates. And so this is a quick example of crowdsourcing. There are several benefits to how legislative reform, how technology can make legislative reform more accessible. The first being that it reduces the duplication of effort. For example, with Represent, before we built that database, each individual nonprofit was building it themselves, which meant that they had to spend and invest a lot more time and energy into that instead of doing something more productive. It also increases the quality of the data to have like one authoritative source. We built it quite cheaply, like I described, but I also want to tell you a bit about getting the word out. And so we reached out to all the major policy and advocacy groups in Canada to let them know that we offer this service, and especially looked at who had already run email campaigns and did a lot of like cold emails. And after 2 years, we pretty much had like full penetration. Everyone knew that we were the source for this and that they shouldn't reinvent the wheel. Another benefit of doing these sorts of projects where really all you're doing is making information more accessible is that it helps you know where to focus your efforts. Like with They Vote For You, you could see where everyone stands on a particular policy. So you know you don't need to waste your time for convincing the people who are already on your side, and maybe not waste your time on the people who are very strongly against, but you could see who the people are who are moderately against, and that is already a great benefit.